So for today, we're talking about combining HFX trading with indicators, right? There's going to be indicators. I know we've had a session about these indicators, but I'm not sure if I broke it down very, very well. But we'll be talking about the confluence, right? Between these indicators, getting the best entry with these indicators. So I'm going to keep this on the 5 minutes time frame, right? First things first here is to mark up your charts, right? Mark up your highs, any clear support and resistance you can see. Okay. So for this particular point, since you're on the 5 minutes time frame, right? All your trades can be for 5 minutes as the case may be, right? 5 minutes. So in this particular point, we have this as our high, right? So we can mark that out. We have this one, right? Have we seen any low here? We have this is a low because the market has been respecting this point for like the longest time. Can mark it out as well. This is low. So first off, looking at this chart here, this looks like a clear uptrend, right? It's an uptrend, Euro USD. So we should be more interested in taking buy trades, right? Apart from that, I'm seeing other interesting points down here. It's like a resistance, break and retest. That's what I'm seeing here, right? A break and retest, market retested this zone. So perhaps it might still come down here, right? But we have two zones we are looking at. We have zone 1, then zone 2. Okay. So with this, I'll say we are done with the markup. Next thing is to have our indicators, right? So the first one we'll be using here is let me take out this guy over here. The first one we'll be using here is VDOB. Let's say if you don't have it, you can just search VDOB Binary Pro 3, right? This is the first one. Connect is active, right? The second one should be DMI stochastic, right? So we have that as well. DMI stochastic. So with this indicator, we want to align, right? So first off, with our DMI stochastic, right? You are seeing that, look at this down here. The market is already buying, right? So our cue to enter for a sell or buy on the DMI stochastic are these, right? Once the market is overbought, right? Once it's above this this zone, that's the green zone, that's the overbought zone, the S symbol will appear, right? That means the sell is imminent. The same thing goes for when it's oversold. When it's below you can see the red line here, that's the oversold line or button, right? Once it's below that, the B symbol appears as a cue for you to start buying. So actually, since this is an uptrend, right, and this is the market is still moving up to get oversold, so you actually on the right time to enter for a buy trade, right? So, and what are we seeing here? The market is actually moving up, right? Actually, on the 5 minutes time frame, market is actually moving up. So if we are now we are waiting for a buy trade, we are waiting for a buy, we are waiting for a buy signal. So we can comfortably say taking a buy All right, the market is coming down. So you're waiting for a nice pullback before we take a buy. Now, while at all of these here, there are so many confluences that you can work with here. Now, we've talked about DMI stochastic, right? Now, breaking down the VDOB, right? Now, in this particular point, this EMA here, this EMA, this red, you can see this red EMA right here. It works like a dynamic support and resistance, right? It works like a dynamic support and resistance. You can see how, first of all, it is below the market, right? The candles are above it, telling you that this is a clear uptrend. All right. This is a clear uptrend. Added to that, let me just keep showing you. Because when you're using these indicators here, you need to understand everything, because this particular VW here has a lot of things in it. Right? Has a lot of things in it. And to understand that to actually help you. So we have first, we have it would be great here, taking a buy off a 5 minutes buy off this what's it called? Of the EMA. So let's watch. It has already the EMA. That's one. Number two, we have our pink zone. In fact, if it hits this pink zone, that will actually be a very good point to buy. But apart from that, let me explain this to you. If you look at this chart here, you can see red horizontal lines, green horizontal lines, pink, right? Then you can see pinks as well here. Now, whenever I trade with this VDOP indicator, right? This is my queue. I can comfortably enter for a 5 minutes buy here. So let's say I'll enter for a 5 minutes buy now. Let's say it's going to play out. So let's see how the next 5 minutes is going to be, right? So back to what I'm saying. Now, with the pink horizontal lines, like I see this as the stronger zone for either my buy or my sell. And at this point, the market sold from here and has been selling crazily. And at this lower point here, the market bought from here and has been buying crazily, right? Now, with this, and this is your markup above. This is the markup we did at first, right? You can see how the VDOB, right, or the indicator, right, aligned with this markup. Okay, you can see how it's aligned with this markup, coupled with this one down here. Would have actually said, yeah, we'll patiently wait until the market hits this lower point here before we go in for our buy. That's also one. You can wait, right? But since I've seen this pink zone here, I might not really want to wait for it to get here, right? And remember, I'm already in this trade for for 5 minutes, right? I'm already in this trade for 5 minutes. The price is let me see if I can just mark it. We got in here at this very price. Sorry, we got in here at this very price. So once we're gonna see how many minutes it took. Let me just mark it as green. All right, we're gonna see how many minutes it took, because we aligned with what the strategy is telling us. One, coupled with what do we take that by? One, this pink zone is a signal for a very strong buy. Number two, we are looking for a buy trade. Number three, our stochastic is already telling us that we're in a good buy position. That's one. Though um it broke our EMA, but I'm still positive that it's gonna continue buying. This is like a temporary pullback for the market to continue moving up, right? So that is it about this video, right? That is it about video. I have like one more indicator I'm going to show us, but is this one clear? If it's clear, just let me know. If it's not, let me know so I can um, explain some other things. Is it clear? If it's not, let me know. If it is. Okay, perhaps since I didn't get a response, I believe that is clear. All right. All right. So if I were to go down on a 1 minute time frame, let's go down to 1 minute time frame and calculate how many candles has actually elapsed ever since it came down here. Mm. Okay, this is a hot candle, right? So we have like 1 minute left. Not so clear. Okay. Good morning, Mandy. Let me deactivate this. Okay. Now this is the thing, right? See, that indicator can be quite complicating, right? But this is the first thing. You came into your charts, right? You opened your Euro USD, and what did you notice at first? What is this, Mandy? If you can just type, is this an uptrend or a downtrend? Mandy, I'm waiting for you. An uptrend, right? Amazing. Now, this is an uptrend. And when it comes to an uptrend, right? First off, what you are looking for, since it's an uptrend, you're only interested in taking buy trades. You're only interested in taking buy trades. And what are you going to do next? Yeah, is to mark up possible areas that the market can buy from, right? First of all, we have our highest points. We have this former resistance that in turn became a very new support. As a tendency of the market coming back to this zone, we marked it up. Secondly, we marked this area with multiple supports, right? Right. But of course, broke while we are doing our analysis. But if you decide to even this particular point we took a buy from, if you bring it down, you're going to see that this is actually a low key support as well. But we didn't see it, but the indicator showed us that. All right. So let me keep this my markup here. All right. So you've done your markup, right? You're looking for a buy, right? You don't expect the market to break this low because, of course, right? You don't expect the market to break this low because it's already moving up, right? You can see it's been buying right from this particular point. Now, you activated your first indicator, which is DMS stochastic, right? DMS stochastic tells you when the market is overbought, oversold, right? And I showed you that whenever you see the B symbol, know that the market is oversold and ready to buy, right? In fact, the best time to enter any buy trade is just immediately the buy symbol happen, right? Immediately the B symbol appears, right? The best time to take your sell is merely the S symbol appeared. So this B symbol here is telling you that for sure, yeah, this market is moving. And in that case here, it hasn't actually gotten to this overbought zone. That is this green zone you're seeing here. It hasn't gotten there, telling you that there's still a long way for this market to go, right? It's still going to buy, right? It's still going to buy. Now, you've gotten that set. this stochastic is telling you that if you're looking for a buy trade, you're correct for looking for a buy trade. Now, it's good to know that you're looking for a buy trade. Then how do we know or get our entry? That's the second step. How do we get our entry? That's where this particular indicator comes in. All right. How to get our entry. So activate the indicator. The indicator itself can be confusing. But I told you, know one thing, right? Know one thing. We have multiple things on this indicator. But one thing I would like you to hold on to, right, aggressively is, if you don't hold on to anything, just hold on to these pink horizontal lines that do appear on this chart, on this indicator. These pink horizontal lines, right? Looking at this indicator, we have red, where the market sells from. We have green, where the market buys from. You can see green, it buys from here. Whenever you see the pink zones are very, very strong, right? So if you see a pink zone appear, right? If the market pulls back into that pink zone, take your buy or take your sell. It's going to be valid, right? So from our markup here, from our higher markup, we have a very strong pink zone, right? Which of course the market respected. We have another one above here, which market sold from, right? Then why did I take a buy here? Because I saw a first pink zone, right? The market came respected. I took the strong, the first reaction, and the second reaction came. I saw it as an opportunity to take another buy, and I took the buy, right? In this case, I'm still on that third reaction on this same pink zone, right? Now, I might be skeptical to take another buy here, right? Because I know I also have another zone down here that I already done the markup before, right? Which I am hoping, right, the market can drop to for me to take my buy, right? So for me to take a buy here, let's now leave this one here. I took it because of what has happened here in the past, right? I took it because of what has happened here in the past. And also remember, I told you about the EMA. Remember, I am also even on this particular what's it called? This indicator, right? We also have the EMAs running in between, right? The EMAs running in between. Now, I, there are so many when it comes to trading, because the market is coming back down here, right? When it comes to trading, there are so many indicators, right? And in this particular one, so many things are put together, right? So, but first things first, what things I would like you to focus on are just these horizontal lines. One, the EMA is also there, right? The EMA is also there. Now, this pullback happening here now, you can see that the market has broken this red EMA, it has broken it down, right? What happened? Your EMAs, right? Your moving averages do serve as a dynamic support and resistance, right? So what I'm saying is that this market is actually doing what we call a pullback. Because what can I say that? First off, the red and blue EMA has been broken, right? So let me show you what it means. For the blue EMA, the blue EMA, once it's broken and the market will test on it, on that particular blue EMA, it's your cue for a buy, like for a very strong buy, right? Now, this is what we call confluence, putting so many things together to take your trade. Now, if on a downtrend, let me just show you. I can see a short-term downtrend here. And there's no. If on a downtrend, good. Euros has been trending for like the longest time now. If on a downtrend, I wanted to show you, okay, this case now. If on a downtrend, like we see here, the market broke both the blue and red EMA. What happened? it did a pullback and respected the red and continued selling. So you can see that on an uptrend, the blue line is your support for. In fact, the blue line is your support for a buy, and the red is your resistance for a sell, right? So you can see it pulled back, respected this one, and continued selling. And you can see in this particular point, you have multiple confluence, right? We have the market respecting the red EMA, one, and we also have a pink zone appearing here. So this is an aggressive sell. And you can see the market sold like from this point. How many minutes down? This is more than 30 minutes. It sold aggressively, right? It sold aggressively. This is when the cross happened and it sold aggressively. All right. So I just wanted to let you in on this. I believe it's clearer now. Now, here's another thing. If you don't understand this indicator, if you don't understand this particular one, there's another one right here. Let me show you that. But is it clearer now? Monday. Is it clearer now? You're welcome. Right. So the main thing is simply flowing with the indicator alongside your marker. Right. So let us go over this. It's the same thing, right? The same set of indicators. Where Evan Cabral. Evan Cabral. Should be this one, right? Ah, how is that is Evan Cabral? Why? Evan Cabral. Wait. It's been locked. You will no longer have access to Evan Cabral. Interesting. As I know it's always one of my favorite indicators anyway. So never is Evan Cabral, but it seems Evan Cabral is no longer um it's no longer open. This is it. It's no longer open. So let's stick with our view of anyway. All right. So if I'm going to giving you the same thing, actually, the same thing, right? Then voila, what are you seeing here, right? What are you seeing here? Now, for this thing, I'm taking like as out, I'm taking a blind 5 minute trade on this particular point. So let me mark on that line there. Taking a blind 5 minute trade here. I'm taking a blind 5 minute trade. Just why? Why am I taking that trade? Because I saw the market drop down here. And what did I see? I saw a pink horizontal line very close to my former zone I marked out. So this is my key to take another buy. All right. So after this candle, I'm sure that the next candle is going to buy well because this is like a very strong rejection. This is a Dutch, right? Came rejected and boom is going up, right? 5 minutes. Let's go down to 1 minute and see it here. This is where we took that trade. Market came down on this particular point. So let's see how it plays out for just 5 minutes. It's moving up. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. That's all. Wait, oh, I saw something. Wait, get broke. Let's 5 minutes regardless. This is our second minute. Let's watch it. All right. So that is it about that. First off, mark up your charts, then allow it to run. Don't just that's why I say don't just take a blind um sometimes you'll be like, well, let me open this indicator. They'll be giving me buy and sell signals, right? You know, Don't just depend on the indicator, right? Have your markups as well. Have your markups as well. There's another one, RSI, relative strength index. Right. Is it RSI? RSI. It's stochastic RSI. Okay, I think it's RSI. It's been a while I use this indicator. How let's explain it now. Bing, 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 bing. All right, so well, once a year, don't it's great, but don't overbug yourself with or don't get obsessed with indicators. Don't get obsessed with indicators. All right. So let's see this our guy. We have how many minutes left on this particular trade? We entered here. One, two. This is our third candle. Let's see. We came back here to respect and yeah, back in profits. One, two, three. Let's see how it plays out. So I believe it makes sense now, right? It makes sense now. So that's it about HFX and indicators, right? That's it about HFX and indicators. I know this is different from any and everything. In this particular case, you don't do any pending order. You take the trade right before your eyes. You don't do any pending order. You take the trade right before your eyes. Right? Why this market testing our patience? 1, 2, 3, 4. Testing our patience. 7 a.m. I think tomorrow we'll break it down. I think tomorrow we'll talk about something else entirely. But anyways, tomorrow we'll talk about something else entirely, but has to do with HFX as well. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have a candle left. So the next candle doesn't close above here. And then I think this is a negative trade at the end of the day. So have our first candle now. Let's see. So once this is over, we are done, right? At least we are done for the session. Mm, see that? See that? See that? That's why I always like 5 minutes straight. With this whole indicator things, 5 minutes is just like the best. It gives your trade and the market time to make it smooth. And that is it. Boom. Right? Boom. All right, family. With that, we call it a day. Don't let this market mess you up. You can see what's happening here. Anyways, with that, we call it a day, right? I'm gonna send across the recorded session. I believe you're gonna need it. Right. So all the best, family. Cheers.